I am Richard Lewis, your host for this desk. We have brought in the very best talent to analyse our semi-finals, which is starting today.
Don't forget him.
Yeah, we've got him. What fraction of the leading casting?
He was building it up.
Is that actually Steele's picture in the Avatar, or is that guy out of American Pie?
I think it's that guy from American Pie, but they do look eerily similar, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Plus, Steele probably is a pie fucker too.
James, welcome.
King of the North.
Welcome to the desk. Feels weird for me to be saying welcome to the desk because this is essentially your desk.
That is true.
You know, sometimes in an office environment, like the ultimate taboo is to have sex on your boss's desk. Has DDK ever?
I feel like it's a little bit unfortunate because it feels like some of the miracles that are in the Bible, they're probably more impressive if we didn't have like special effects in movies and stuff like that. You know, like a burning bush and stuff, it's not that impressive to us anymore.
I mean, I talked to my girlfriend when she had chlamydia, so it's no big deal.
I don't know.
Interesting.
The thing is, if we're talking about what we want to happen, I was just analysing the game before. He asked me like what would happen.
Yeah.
If we're talking about what we want to happen, what I want to happen to King Win, I want this to be King Win and a goal. There we go. That's what I want. I didn't know we were allowed to do that though.
Okay. We're here to watch some Counter-Strike. TSM versus Na'Vi. Let's have a look at the TSM lineup. There we go. It's on the screen. Walk us through. THOOORIN first.
I like the way that map comes up there, like a James Bond type map of the world, and they show the whole world as though there's like a Face It Africa, like Face It Antarctica, but you never see teams from there. What's that all about, eh? I mean, if I was looking at this picture right here and I had to describe them, I'd say, like, I'll start on the left, like Cajun B looks really manly, looks really built, you know. Device is like a really clean-cut youth, very good looking.
Good looking fella, yeah.
Actually, let's just skip the rest, you know. I wouldn't want to be rude.
This is not a cheat where the person, like in those old school 1.6 ones that you can look up videos of, where the person has it where, like, to make the model visible, it has a fucking girder coming out the side of it that sticks through the wall, and then it's green and flashing, and you can see it through the wall, and then the cheat's like a fucking massive crosser that, like, locks on, like tracking out fucking Terminator's vision, like, and then shoots him. It's not like they were just doing all that on the monitor, and then this guy, and then the fucking player in their team next to him was just like, well, I can see he's obviously cheating, but I condone that, so I'll allow that. Or even worse, he was just like, fuck it, let's all cheat, ha ha ha. That's not the sort. And the manager was just like, well, it'd be rude to step in and say something. He is a really good hacker.
Let's have a look at the Na'Vi lineup. It's going to be coming up on your screen right now.
But Zeus looks like his hands are bigger than his feet right now. Not that I can see his feet.
I feel like it's
they look like swollen hands.
You know what they say about a man with big hands, James?
Big socks?
You don't put socks on your hand. Maybe big gloves.
No,
James.
No, what they say is really good at manually stimulating horses for artificial insemination. Isn't that the saying? I thought that was.
Is this real life?
No. Okay, my bad.
Do I have an outfit?
I might have misremembered that saying. You know. I used all the PC terms there, guys. That was absolutely fine for children's broadcasting.
On a scientific level, I cannot argue. I don't know.
Isn't that what they say?
I'm crying.
Okay.
THOOORIN, you've never made me cry like this.
Since they put chickens on the map running around,
yes.
Why don't they put like a little rat in that sewer?
Yeah. Oh, they could do that.
Yeah,
like a tiny one. But should it fulfill like a purpose?
No. Well, just in case French people want to go down there and talk to it.
MLG, and they won in the group stage, and because I'd constantly told Happy, like, listen, you're amazing on Inferno, but that's the one map you don't want to play against Fnatic, you know, why risk their best map as well? So when he won, he came out and he was like, tell THOOORIN, we had the best team on Inferno in the world. It sounded exactly like that. It's like I had a talk boy in my pocket or something. So he said it exactly like that.
Or go and watch some old VODs from 2012 when Nip used to win stuff and be like, oh yeah, better days. It'll come back soon. Daddy's coming home. Yeah.
You just don't care anymore.
I don't, mate. I don't. I'm loving it.
Right.
I'm loving it.
If you were to pull out a confetti...
I'm glad that's what I came up with the word pull out there. I was like, if you were to pull out and a horse was there, what would you...
No, if you were to pull out a confetti
which CS player would you have stimulate it for this insemination?
I don't know. Who would you have?
Well,
Zeus is a good one. Big hands. Probably Kenny S. He knows how to grip something long and point it somewhere.
Yeah, and shoot
Accuracy, yep.
Let's just settle on Flamey, shall we?
Okay.
Flamey.
Yeah,
let's just show you that.
Freiburg's got good spray control. He's the king of the banana.
This represents France. This is the dreams of French fans. The shape is beautiful. It's probably delicious to eat, but that's if you were to eat. If you get a chance to eat it, okay, that would do. But this desk is Fnatic, and that is that final right there. The last 2 maps. So
You just went for lunch with Fiflaren, which I'm jealous
Who
of.
wouldn't? Who wouldn't? You know, that's the sort of life I'm living now. Lunches with Fiflaren, bubble baths with Sadakist. You know.
You're doing what with Sadakist?
Oh, did I say bubble baths? That's like a euphemism where I'm from, you know.
What does it mean?
Means that like he's on a swing and I'm pushing him from behind. That's like the metaphor.
I'm so confused right
Never
James,
asked Thorin.
James, do you know what's
We can keep going deeper if you want, man.
Going deeper? What
yeah.
do you mean?
Going deeper with Sadakist.
Oh, please.
I've got a video out.
Is it with Kasim G?
It's 1-800
It
number.
sounds like a Kasim G video.
I feel so out of place here.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, all I know is we have 2 analysts here. One of the analysts has picked the winner in 3 games correctly, and one success rate is 66%, so that's all I know.
All right. Again,
You make something out of
keep
it.
track of that at home, people. We'll keep track of who's leading in the contest.
a score sheet.
It doesn't matter how you start, Lurpus. Much like your career, it matters how it ends.
But we did have one exciting moment, okay, which was Pasha was sat there. He was in a good position. And then suddenly Counter-Strike was like, I'm out of here, see ya. And then Counter-Strike just closed up, and we heard one of the top 5. Ready? I'm gonna rank it here. It was in my top 5 all time. Kurva! And then it was just like that. It sounded exactly like. See, they tell me not to swear, but that's not actually in English. So technically, unless you put subtitles on, no one could ever know. Silence, please. Duh. Ladies and gentlemen, mourners, family members, welcome to the funeral of NA for the 2nd straight tournament, eliminated in last place. This time by a team from the Oceanic region. One of the saddest times, one of the darkest times in my life, but with the help of God, myself, we will get through this period. And yeah.
RPK retired, and now he's back. Now, when I thought about him coming back, because it was such a shock of the way he came back, especially because he fully retired, I immediately thought of that famous trope from Hollywood movies where it's usually sort of like an FBI profiler or some legendary cop or maybe even like a spy or something, and he's retired. He's given up that lifestyle, you know. He's finally gotten out. He did his one last job. He got the last guy he was chasing. He did the last operation, and he goes, listen, I've got to retire now. He just goes away. And so what I'll do is I'll act out how I imagined they got him back, okay? How I imagined Existence got RPK back. And so what I'll do is, for lack of editing skills, I will just face this way when I'm Existence, and then I'll face this way when I'm RPK, okay? So get ready. Get ready for a potentially offensive, and mostly because of just how bad it's going to be, a French accent, okay? So set the scene for you here. Existence, he's got his Titan shirt on. He's coming out and his hair gelled up like a guy out of Dragon Ball Z from Belgium. He's coming over the hills. He's in the hills of France, and he sees a figure who's got like a bunch of dead rabbits, hung over his back on a wire that he's just caught freshly, and with sort of rough woodland clothing on, dirty clothes, just ambling towards a cabin. And Existence runs up there. He says, and he realizes, he makes out like from this kind of brow beaten, sweating, dirty visage, it's actually RPK. And he says to him, he says, Cedric, mon ami, I'm so glad I found you. It's been so long. And then RPK this time, he's like, I told you to never come for me unless it was very important. What brings you here, mon ami? And then he says, mon frère, I know you said to let you go, but we need you. Good Frenchmen, they are dying. I came here to ask you to rouse the king. He's like, rouse him? Sacre bleu, are you crazy? It's been so long. Brother, we need, mon frère, we need him. We need the Red King. I told you, Existence, I cannot live that life anymore. It has been so long.
No, you don't understand. It's the Swedes. They are winning everything. They are killing fucking everybody. And also, the usurper NBK has gone with Shocks and Smith, and he has joined up with Happy, and they are now the best. They have won the tournament that we always wanted to win, brother. It's like, what do you mean existence? They were always our friends. They were part of our team. Also, it's about Kenny. Kenny, what is it with Kenny? He was just a boy when I left. Yes, but he is more than he is a man now, and he is fighting with the spirit of a lion. But it is not enough. We do not have enough to help him. Okay, God damn it! I'll come back.